Welcome to Murdoch's Garage. I have a 1.6 turbo Miata that I'm prepping for the track. For those that might not know, the 1.6 has smaller brakes than the later 1.8 models. For a cheap performance upgrade, I'm installing the bigger 1.8 brakes, but more on that in the next video. For this video, I'm refinishing and painting the used brakes that I bought. Refinishing and painting your brakes is a good way to add a little bit of spice to your car. Here I'm going to be using a Duplicolor caliper painting brush-on kit. So let's get to it. Alright, so here we have one of the rear calipers. Going to get it prepped for paint. First thing to do is take all the parts that aren't going to be painted out. See if we can get this rubber out. These ones run all the way through, so they're kind of hard. And this one should just pop right off. And this one around the actual piston, I'm just going to leave. It's easy enough to paint around it. A lot of these castings have rough edges on them. This one's actually pretty good. But this one has, or no, here it is. There's some overhangs that are super sharp. Kind of on both sides. This one has some ridges that get kind of sharp. Paint's not going to want to stick to that very well. And it's pretty easy to cut yourself on things like that when you're installing them. So I'm going to use a Dremel tool, the little grinding bit, to take those down. And then after that, get a wire wheel on a drill to get all the crap off. Then use some caliper cleaner. Well, they call it caliper. It's brake cleaner. Use some of that to finish it off. Got a little brush for any detail stuff. Also have some little wire wheels for the Dremel tool to get in harder to reach spots that the bigger one won't get. And that's pretty much it. That should get them cleaned up and prepped for paint. So let's get started. All right, that's looking pretty good. Now that we got that, start with the wire wheel. So with the wire wheel, I highly suggest wearing safety glasses. The wires can shoot off at any time. They're not super fast with the drill, but it's still a good idea. And the other thing is these are coated in all kinds of brake dust, dirt, grime, all kinds of stuff. As you're using the wire wheel, it's going to come off in puffs of very fine particles. So I would highly suggest wearing some kind of mask. If you don't, and you blow your nose afterwards, it will be solid black, trust me. Look at that. Pretty much instant results. It's definitely the easiest way to do this that I know of. Now we've wire brushed them. They're looking pretty good. A lot of the dust that comes off settles back onto them as you do that, which is why we have the final cleaning process. Before I paint, I'll also wash my hands when they're all prepped and ready to go, so I don't get any extra crud. But just for example, we'll give them a spray down, go around, scrub, make sure to get in any tight spaces that you can't get in with the wire wheels. Scrub those real good. It's not going to get perfect, but just get it as good as you can. And then after that, we'll be ready for masking and paint. So I got my calipers cleaned up, ready to paint. I gave them a good douse of brake cleaner and wiped them down with some rags. So they're about as clean as they're going to get, and they're ready to paint. First thing to do when you're getting ready to paint is make sure that your work surface is clean. Kind of got some metal shavings there. I flipped the plastic over to get to a cleaner side so you don't get dust and crap blown up on here. Also, since we're painting the calipers and I don't really have a good way to hang them to paint all around every single side, basically I'm going to look at them at how you would see them from outside the car. So you would see down from here, and basically that's on there. So the way I'm going to lay them, I'm going to use these stands, and like these pieces I'm going to lay this way and paint just from the top. Basically I'm going to try to paint everything that's bumpy that I can. Anything that's a flat surface, there'll be something that mates up there. Well, not really there, but there'll be something that mates up to that. So anything that's smooth, I'm going to avoid. And anything with the bumpy surface, I'm going to try to get to as much of it as I can. Like I say, on these, this goes towards the inside of the car. You're not going to see that. So it's no big deal, really. And before you paint, make sure you read the instructions on the paint can. All of them are a little bit different, so you want to make sure that you use the manufacturer's recommendations because they know their own paint better than you do. This one happens to say apply 2 to 3 medium coats, dry 5 minutes between each coat. Then if you miss that window, or you miss the window of all coats drying within 1 hour, then you have to wait 5 days before you can put another coat on. So if you're in a hurry, make sure you get this all done following this label. If you don't wait the 5 days, it says that the paint can lift off as you're trying to put new paint down on it. So let's get started. I think I have all these facing the correct way. These ones are wrong because they're towards the camera, but now that I have them all towards me properly, I'll probably have to shut off the camera to get around to get to everything. But here we go. Press the brush down into any holes or crevices to make sure they are covered. If the hole gets loaded up too much, just drag the paint out with the brush. Now, as the can said, you want medium coats. The paint is pretty thick and kind of does this on its own. Also, watch out for hair coming off the cheap brush that comes with the kit. You could use your own brush, but I would only use an old junk brush for this. Watch out for runs in the paint. If you see a run or pool, just go back over it with the brush to smooth it out. Keep in mind that it won't look the greatest after one coat. It will take 2 or 3 coats to get a full opaque coverage. Alright, well there's our first coat. I will continue working these around and I guess probably see you when they're dry. Here are the painted parts a few days later. Now that they are fully dried, it's time to reassemble to get them ready to go on the car. Here's the completed product. Looks pretty good if you ask me. See you next time when we put them on the car.